Welcome to the Blank Canvas. This week I'm going to talk about spiritual sovereignty and the upcoming retreat. I'm going to talk about my new exciting relationship meditative exercise. I'm going to talk about my latest painting and the messages that are coming through. And finally, I'm going to talk about the healing messages and the energies that are happening for everyone right now that I keep hearing. So let's get started. The Spiritual Sovereignty Retreat is April 5th to 7th out at the beautiful 4-H Center on Battle Lake in Alberta. And registration starts at noon on Friday, April 5th. And we start our retreat, it officially starts at 1 p.m. on Friday, April 5th, and then it will end at around 3 o'clock on April 7th. And the cost for the retreat, the sooner you register, the lower the cost is. I believe right now it's $400 a person for the whole weekend, and that includes all of your food and lodging. The website is goddesseslair.org. We have a Facebook page that you can get more information from or contact us through. That is the Goddesses Lair and Lion's Den. There are two things I look forward to in the retreat. The first is being able to connect with these people that I work with, that I love dearly, and also meeting new people that I connect with at a deep heart level. The other part is the experience and my own processes and my own learning that I go through. I always come out to the other end of a retreat knowing myself at a much deeper level and seeing myself more clearly. Spiritual sovereignty is living your truth. And it is an ongoing process. It never ends. Spiritual sovereignty is being spiritually sovereign. It's having the ability to always be aware and conscious of your emotional reactions, your mental triggers, your physical body as a spiritual being, and your connection to your own spirit. And the balance of those four is what is going to give you your spiritual sovereignty and allow you to stand in your truth and authenticity and to be able to connect with others in that way. If you haven't been to a retreat before or been to one of our retreats before, that's okay. You are absolutely welcome. And this is going to be a great one to start with. We are going to go really deep, but it's going to be a lot of fun as well. And we're going to really get to know each other really well, and we're going to be allowed to let those guards down. And the more you're willing to let your guard down, the more you're actually going to get out of this retreat. So yeah, we welcome you. I myself and a lot of people in my community have really come through a period of darkness, heaviness, depression, anxiety, fear, and it really quite suddenly did shift. I believe it was a universal energy helping us to actually go through some of those really difficult points that we needed to go through, those difficult emotions and those difficult thought processes that helped us to see some of the core beliefs that needed to be brought to the surface. And myself, as well as some of the people in my community, really did come through some huge awakenings just over the last week even. And so it does feel like spring. It does feel a lot lighter. I myself am celebrating that, and I feel like I'm personally coming into some new superpowers almost, having come through the darkness and realizing some aspects of myself and doing some of that integration work. I feel a lot lighter and more empowered. The card that really speaks to that would be number 6, our sacred selves, and it's the dove, the white dove coming out of the fire. So experiencing that chaos and around us and in our lives, which is actually coming from within us. Those are the aspects of ourselves that are in conflict within ourselves, but being able to go deeper into our sacred hearts and discover and remember what is truly there and who we really are. I am so excited that I finally released my Healing Relationships meditative exercise. It was a long time in coming. And as I was creating it and preparing it, I was in my own process, of course, of taking that whole meditative exercise internally and doing that for myself. And so, yeah, that meditative exercise took, really, it's been in the creative process for months. And I had all kinds of challenges creating it. And then when it finally came together, it was absolutely right. Like, it just felt energetically that it really hit the nail on the head. So I'm really excited about it. And admittedly, it's 30 minutes, and it is an exercise for taking full responsibility for yourself emotionally and mentally and physically in your relationship. So really understanding where you're at and what energy, what thoughts, what emotions you are putting out and putting into your relationships and what that is creating, and seeing what you have been creating up until this point and having more awareness of it, and then having, through that awareness, having the ability to actually change and shift what you want to create so that you can create relationships that are actually fulfilling for you and you can have a better quality life. I was inspired to paint the Northern Lights. I really connect to the energy of the Northern Lights. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I love to paint beautiful things on this earth that are naturally a part of Mother Earth and Father Sky. So that's what inspired me to do this painting. For more information or to purchase the messenger cards, you can go to my website at strokeofsoul.com. Also, through my website, you can connect to my Facebook page, my Instagram account, my Etsy page, and of course, again, this YouTube channel. That's it for this week. But before I sign off, I invite you to take a deep breath with me. Deep breath into the heart, just to center yourself. And I send you so much love and many blessings.